Okay, well, thanks so much for coming along to this talk. What I'm hoping to do is take you on a little tour through 1973, as shown through some of the materials that we hold in the community archives, some of the newspaper stories and some of the photographs that we have in the archives. So first of all, a little bit about the community archives. We were established in 2010 as a joint facility, partly funded by the County of Hastings and the other half by the City of Belleville. And we also have the Historical Society as one of the partners in the archives. We moved into this building in 2016, and we're on the second floor. If you haven't been to see us already, then please do come. We're open Monday to Thursday, 10 till 1 and 2 till 4. And we're part of the Community Services Department of the City of Belleville. So we're separate from the library, just to make that clear. Okay, so let's begin. So as I said, a tour through 1973. And one of the things that became clear to me as I was going through these slides, there isn't really a story to the slides, but one of the things that became obvious is how much things have changed since 1973 and how much they've stayed the same. So a lot of these slides will be one of, or the other, either completely different or, oh, everything's still the same. This is one where everything's still the same. The newspaper nearly always does a first baby of whatever year we're in, and this year was no exception. The first baby of 1973 was a child called Todd Donald Davis. So he interrupted his parents' New Year's Eve plans by making his arrival. This is one of a collection of slides we have from the Keller family. These are all actually taken in 1974. What they did is take a series of photographs every 10 years. So from 1964 up to 1994, we have these photographs that they took of just really kind of pedestrian photographs of buildings in Belleville that are not particularly interesting in themselves, but they just capture that moment in time. So here is Woolworths at the Belleville Plaza in 1974 in the winter time. So yeah, not a very exciting picture, but you know, people will remember going to that Woolworths, and it's a nice record of that time. Okay, so the Queen came to visit in 1973. She I don't think she got as far as here, but she did get to Kingston. And there's Lorraine Hill and Earl Hill, her husband, presenting some beaded moccasins. And they also had a group of children doing native dances for the royal family. And the Queen stopped and talked to them afterwards. So it'd be interesting to hear if anybody remembers being there and taking part in that dance. This is, if you were a graduate in 1973, this is what the hairstyles look like. Nobody really had short hair. I was looking at the pictures, and even the men, most of the hair was quite long. So we have quite a few of these school yearbooks in the archives. So if you're interested in looking back and reliving some memories, some of them are online, but not all of them. So yeah, you can come and look at the school yearbooks in the archives and laugh at the hairstyles. This is, I really love this photograph. It's a picture of the Corby Rose Garden. It was taken by Lloyd Sire, who was the Director of Parks and Recreation and for many years. And during all those years, he was taking pictures. And he died recently, but his slides survive. And they ended up at the archives, like this, a couple of years ago. In fact, last year, it seems like a long time ago, but it was last year. And there are 2,605 of these slides. And this is what it looked like while we were sorting them. So, but luckily they have dates on them. So we were able to sort them. This arrangement is sort of by year and then by month. So this was in the process of sorting them all, and this is how they ended up, nicely boxed and on a shelf in the archives. So we haven't digitized all of them because that will take a long time, but we have scanned some of them, and that one of the Rose Garden is one of the ones we've done. Some of them just catch your eye as you're cataloguing them. Oh, I've got to copy this. So Glanmore opened as a museum in 1973, and this is the official invitation from the Minister of Indian Affairs and Northern Development, Jean Chrétien, in July 1973. So, and this is a picture. We have a scrapbook of the opening of the museum, and this is a picture with all the various dignitaries listed, including Jerry Boyce, who was the president of the Historical Society at that point. And here's a picture of Glanmore the following year by the Keller family again. So that's what it looked like then. So this is the Keller family who took a lot of these pictures we've been looking at. This is a picture of their family in 1974. And this is Lloyd Sire, who took some of the other ones, the director of the Parks and Recreation Department I was telling you about. And as I said, we've been digitizing lots of our pictures, so if you want to find more, these are where you can find them on the computer. You can explore to your heart's content. Thanks very much for listening.